everyone! Today I'll be showing you 5 variations of the square knot. Before we get started, I want to let you all know that I recently released my brand new holiday macrame guides. There are 12 different projects within these guides, varying from gift ideas and Christmas ornaments. Please check out the link in the description below to learn more. The first square knot variation I will be showing you is how to create the caged Solomon bar. So I like to nestle my ropes together and then attach them to the dowel rod with a lark's head knot. Now I will form 1/2 of a square knot starting on the right. So I take that right side to cross over the 2 cords in the middle to form a loop. Then the side on the far left goes over, behind the 2 in the middle, and up through the loop. And I'm going to pull that nice and tight. Now I'm going to take my middle right cord and twist it over the cord on the far right, and then just twist it back around so it comes back to the middle. Now I'm going to finish out my square knot by taking the side on the far left and crossing it over the 2 cords in the middle to form a loop. Then the side on the right goes over that left cord, behind the 2 in the middle, and up through the loop. And I pull it nice and tight. And I'm just going to tug on that middle right cord to smooth out the rope as I do this. And that is what your first little square knot will look like. Now before we tie the second square knot, I'm going to take the middle left cord over the cord on the very far left here at the top, then twist it back around so it's back in the middle. Now I tie the first half of my square knot by taking the right side over, then before I finish out the second half of the square knot, the side here on the right goes over the right cord. Finish out the square knot by taking the left side over those 2 in the middle. Just like that. Just keep repeating these steps over and over until your design has reached the desired length. And here is what this will look like once you have tied a few of your square knots. Okay, so that line of color is caged between your square knots. This is the front side that we see as we form our design, and if you flip the project around, you get this also really pretty design, okay, with these cool little zigzags from the square knots. The second square knot variation I would like to show you is called the Secret River Bar. So to tie this one, we're going to again start to form our square knot on the right side. And before I tighten up this half of my square knot, I'm going to take the middle right cord, fold it up and around at the top there. And then I'm just going to pull on my outer strings to tighten up that square knot. And I'm also going to pull on that cord we twisted around. Okay? And now I finish out the square knot from the left. And before I tighten this all the way, we're going to take the middle left cord over, around, and through. Okay? Then I tighten up the square knot, pulling those middle cords too, so the cords all lay nicely And that's all there is to it. So now I just repeat. And this is what it will look like once you have tied a few of those knots. It's your beautiful square knots with these fun little lines inside the middle. If you turn it around, this is the pattern you get on the other side. Just as beautiful. For this next variation, I'm going to be using 3 cords nestled together and attached with that lark's head knot. This knot is called the wave square knot variation. So I'm going to kind of separate my cords into 3 sections. Section of 3, section of 2 in the middle, and then 1 single cord on the other side. And using these cords, I'm just going to tie a square knot like I normally would, but keeping my groups together. So I'm going to send the right side over. That single cord then goes over that group of 3, behind the 2 in the middle, and up through the loop. And I'm going to pull that tight. And you just want to keep all your ropes nice and stacked. Okay, now we finish out our square knot by taking the group here on the left over. Side on the right goes over those left cords, behind, up and through. Pull it tight. Just like that. And all we do is repeat. As you can see, this design makes the center cords wave around the project, making it a really cool variation. In this next variation, I just attached 2 cords all on their own with that lark's head knot. Now I'm going to start my square knot as normal. Now this time, when I finish out my square knot, I'm going to tie it behind the 2 cords in the middle. So I'm going to take the far left behind, then the side on the right goes over that left cord, behind the 2 in the middle, and up through the loop. Pull it tight. And that's all there is to it. So now I'm going to repeat. Starting on the right side to go over, And then I finish out the square knot behind the 2 in the middle. Just like that, and you're gonna get this really cool design. And of course, you just keep repeating this over and over again until you have reached the desired length. And lastly, I want to show you how to tie the switch square knot. So this variation is tied using your normal square knots once again at the start. Now once you have tied your first square knot, we're going to take the outer cords over the 2 in the middle and then switch places with them. So those outer cords now become our middle cords. We're going to tie the outer cords around the new cords in the middle. Okay, so it's just your normal square knot once again, just using the new placements of those cords. Now you can leave as much of a gap as you would like as you tie this design. I like to leave a bit of a gap so you can see the design, but you can also pull this fairly tight as well. So that's kind of a personal preference. After you tie that second one, you just cross them over the 2 in the middle and switch places once again. There we go. Here is 5 variations to the square knot. I would love to hear in the comments which one of these variations is your favorite and how you're going to incorporate it into your next macrame project. So I hope you guys found this video helpful and inspiring, and thank you so much for watching.